We thought we should just give you a quick update on this major developing story. Heavy rainfall has caused flooding across Cape Town, and that's after an orange level 6 warning for disruptive rain was issued by the South African Weather Service. Some schools and pet centers have been impacted due to the heavy downpours. To get you a sense of how the situation is looking, bring in the Weather Service's meteorologist, that's Tokelo Chiloane, who joins us via our telephone line today. Tokelo, thanks for your time. Great to have you on the program. You know, we are currently showing really troubling visuals, and I'm putting it quite mildly, about the situation, at least in the last 24 hours. What are you able to tell us about how the next 24 hours are likely to look?
Good morning, and good morning to your viewers. We are still anticipating a lot of rainfall today over the western provinces, especially over the Cape Metropole and Winelands areas. So we are expecting an 80% chance of showers and thunder showers today. As you already mentioned, it goes hand in hand with the alert that we issued, the orange level 6 alert for the rapid rainfall. So it's still continuing today, but we're going to see a drop from the evening to tomorrow, where there's going to be a break in terms of the rainfall as the system moves into the eastern provinces by afternoon today. So for this morning and up to maybe midday, we're still expecting those heavy rainfalls.
Yeah, we know that this area typically receives the bulk of its rain around winter. So in some ways, there's nothing unusual about what's taking place. But I imagine it's the volume of the downpours that have taken people by surprise. Is this different in any way?
No. This is the western provinces, especially the Western Cape province, they receive majority of the rainfall during the winter months. So it is normal for them to receive this type of rainfall during this time of the year. The problem is just the impact of the rainfall on the communities. What the problem is, because vulnerable communities are the ones that are affected more. Even though we do want the rain to have the rain so that they can have enough water supply for the coming year. But it's just the impact that it's having on the people and the communities, it's what we are warning against.
Yeah. And of course, sometimes what helps is to have the rainfall over a spread period, for lack of a better term. In other words, during a longer period of time than for having these bouts of heavy downpours just, for argument's sake, in 2 days. I wonder if there's anything that influences something like that, you know, how long the heavy downpours last, because, of course, that's going to have an impact. I beg your pardon, it's going to affect the impact of that rain.
The thing is that what's actually happening now, the Western Cape provinces is subjected to winter rain, which mostly come from cold front. So now the system that is actually taking place is a cold front. So this, as cold front comes, they...
Oh, what a pity. It looks like we've lost our connection there to Tokelo Chiloane, who is still trying to explain the weather system.
As compared to the one that we're actually getting. So as much as we want the rainfall to be spread over a week, unfortunately we cannot decide on the magnitude of rainfall that comes with a certain cold front or certain weather systems.
All right. It's glad that we still have you on the line, Tokelo. I thought we had lost you there for a moment. We had also been told about a La Nina system over most parts of the country. In fact, we were told to brace for that once again. It was described as having an impact on places like KZN when we had those devastating floods. I think even in Gauteng there was more than usual rainfall during our summer months. To what extent is it affecting the situation in the Western Cape?
La Nina is not necessarily a system. It's more like a speculation that occurs over a period of maybe 2 to 4 years, right, rather than just happening in a short span. So it does have an influence on the system that we get in the southern hemisphere as a whole. As you mentioned, that it enhances that we have more than what we usually get in terms of rainfall. But then we cannot single out a single event and say it's because of the La Nina season. We have to look at the accumulation of the data that we receive over a period of time. Then we can conclude that the influence or the magnitude of rain that we've received was because of the La Nina season.
Tokelo Chiloane, thanks so much for speaking to us. Really appreciate giving us that update early on this Thursday morning. Tokelo is a meteorologist with the South African Weather Service. Once again, thanks very much indeed.